Hello and welcome back. In the previous video I showed you how to start with Python 3.8 and Pycharm as an alternative to Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Lab. Now I will show you the details step by step. So first thing we do is download Python 3.91. I'm going to try 3.91 this time from this website, and then download Pycharm from this website, the community edition. So I've already downloaded both. I'm going to show you the installation step by step. So I'll click on Python 3.91. Note that I already have Jupyter Notebook installed, and Jupyter Notebook did not export the environment variable path for Jupyter's version of Python. But this one is going to be exported as an environment variable as well. So let's try this now. So I double click Python to install Python 3.91, and then here it says install now, and the default is install launcher for all users recommended. Add Python 3.9 to the path. So I'll click on this one, add to the path, and I'm going to click install now. So this is important. When you add this to the path, that means your Pycharm will be able to see. But for Jupyter Notebook, we did not add Python to the path, so that Jupyter will have its own version of Python. This one is added to the path, so this one is for Pycharm. So now we're going to click on install now to let it start installing. So now the setup was successful. So now we are going to close this, and I'm going to test the installation by opening command prompt. I right click on the window icon, and I search for CMD. So I'm going to open this, not the Anaconda one, but the general one. So I'm going to test my Python whether it's installed by typing Python version. You see Python 3.91. Now we are ready to go and install the Pycharm. So we double click on the Pycharm installer, and it will start installing. Click on next, and here is where it's going to install Pycharm in the program files under JetBrains. Click next, and here click on this, and this. Click next. Click next again. Click install. So now the installation process has started. And it has finished installing. So that's it. So now I have to reboot the computer. So once it reboot, and the whole thing should be working okay. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Now the installation is complete. Let us try to launch Pycharm and see what happens. Let's double click the shortcut on the desktop. So you need to check to confirm you have read the terms of the agreement. Click continue. And here click don't send. And now we get a dialog. So we can add a new project here. Just click new project. And now here it has detected our Python 3.9. So that's good news. There are no errors in installing. Make sure you uncheck this one, we don't need this. And now we're going to create a project. Take note of the project full location, the path where it stores all your project. We're going to call this Python, Opencv Python. Remember this path. So let's click on create. Right, so now we can close the tips. So let us go ahead and do its housekeeping in updating stuff and so on. So it's done. Now you can see your project name is here. There's a folder there. So we're now going to add the Install Opencv. So click on File and go down to Settings. And then over here, scroll down to the name of your project and expand. Click on Python Interpreter and you see the two packages already there. Let's add the Opencv. So click on the add button and here just search for Opencv and then you find a few hits here. Scroll and look up and look for this one, Opencv Python. Confirm it is correct one. Wrapper package for Opencv Python bindings 4.5.1 and then click on install package over here and let it go ahead and do the installation. Once it is successfully installed, you will see a message here, package Opencv Python installed successfully. Now we can close this and click OK. Now we are ready to test. So we can create a right click and create a new file, new Python file, and we are going to name this one maybe 1-01- test webcam. Then press enter. We are going to write a simple script to test whether or not our program can work, whether Python was successfully installed, whether Opencv was successfully installed. So we are going to create a variable that is IntelliSense, very helpful, which you don't find in Jupyter Notebook. Put 0 for your default webcam. And then over here we need a loop. And here is where it captures, it reads frame by frame. And after reading a frame, we are going to show. Show the video from the webcam, the frame from the webcam. Next, we need to wait to pause, to terminate, to exit from the loop. So we need to use an if statement. and test for the Q key. Wait for 1 millisecond. And this is how we test whether or not the user has pressed on the Q key, Q button on the keyboard. If the user has pressed on the Q button, then we break out of the loop. So we can execute this by right clicking this and select run. Now if it works, you'll be able to see okay, there's an error, let's fix it. Okay, the mistake here is this one should be 0, not O. So we try again, right click and run. The shortcut key is Ctrl Shift followed by F10. So it's working, as you can see. Press Q to quit. So it's working. So this confirms that our installation is successful, and also confirms that the Opencv has been successfully installed. So that's all for this video. If you found it useful, remember to like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching.